Now, what's the deal with this lad? Seek 3 wise beasts. We can do that. We've done that before. It's only a little island. Oh, skeletons, you say? Now, are you guys just going to keep rising up? Or are you dead for good when I kill you? Let's have a poke around the cliff edges. Just check for old wise beasts. You never know where they might be hidden. Now, you want a piece, so you can have that. These guys aren't terribly wise, but we'll seek them nonetheless. Behold, down. Down here? Aha! Thanks, message. Now, here's a feature I keep forgetting about. If you find a message, you can go into your message history. Behold, down. You can see it, even though you've dropped off the cliff. And you can reward it. Thanks, friend. Should have probably done this during the daytime, but... although maybe it's easier at night because they'll glow. There's another wise beast, lovely. So that's 2 down. Now what? Third one going to be like up a tree or some nonsense? I mean, that's the thing somewhere. There it is up a tree. Games never look up. So let's bring out the old bow again, because it looks like we can't lock on to the bugger either. And the seal open. That was relatively painless. Lovely stuff. That's probably enough memory stones for now. Now we can go about our other business. So, we had a mimic to get, we had a suit of armour to get, we had a staff to get, and that staff is in Liurnia. And we're very nearly at another level, so that's lovely. So let's pop back over to the old Carrion Study Hall. Endurance, please. Now, let's remove this inverted statue. Was that just the original animation reversed, or did they actually put in a separate animation for it? Who knows? I mean, we could easily find out by comparing the two, but can't be bothered. It turns out the staff that we might need is in the regular version of this tower. So let's go for a stroll and see what's what, shall we? Also, unfortunately, Perceptor Miriam is back, because she shows up twice. Once in the regular version and once in the inverted version. So we might have to deal with her nonsense once again. Now, I don't remember which bit of loot is the bit I'm looking for, so we'll have to brave these hands. Oh no, it's just some soldiers. That's cool. But now, let's just run past Miriam. She'll be up here somewhere. There she is. Excuse me, dear. Don't need any of your guff, not when I'm just looking for loots. Now, what was this? Carrion glintstone staff, that was easy. That is, I believe, the staff that, yeah, boosts Carrion sword sorceries. So that's going to become our new staff once we've leveled it up a smidge. Now, can we get out of combat? And therefore fast travel out here? Or are we stuck in it now that we're up here? We might just be stuck in combat now because of Miriam being a pain in the butt down there, so we may as well stroll up here and see what loots we can grab. Why is that rat tougher than everything else in this place? There it is. Excuse me, rats. I was looking at the ceiling. Well, one of them just took a tumble, so that's nice. That blue man thinks he can step to me, but then he changed his mind as soon as we looked at him. Did that other rat actually tumble off the edge, or is he just stuck on a chandelier now? Maybe he's on a chandelier, and that's his life now. I'll teach him. So yeah, this guy. Look at him. Look at the way his legs are stuck up there. He must have died whilst the tower was inverted. It's the only way that makes sense for his corpse position. Kind of a little clue as to what you can do with this tower. It's pretty cool. And what do we get? The Cerulean Seed Talisman. I've seen worse loot in my time. Now. Yeah, it looks as though we're just going to want to head on out of here because Miriam's not going to stop bothering us. Ouch. Yeah, okay, you got us there. I'll allow it. Right, that's her out of our face for the moment. Or is it? Nope, she's still hanging around. Oh well. We could get a spell from her by killing her in this version. But it's not one we're going to use. So, yeah, let's just leave. We're allowed. It's fine. Bye, Miriam. Now, next stop is going to be... pop into Volcano Manor, I think. Let's see if we can't do a bit of shopping there. Although, is Patches even there? Or is he still down here somewhere? Maybe we're not quite done with Leonie yet. Because we need to find old friend Patches. Now, was he up on that island? He was up on one of these two islands, wasn't he? So if we put a marker there and head in this direction, we should be able to find him. Ooh, loot. Gotta grab that Smith and Stone 3. That'll actually come in handy for levelling up our new staff, so it's not completely useless. Save us a handful of rune. Well, looks like we've not even scratched the surface of Volcano Manor, so it's possible that Patches is still hanging around over here somewhere. Was this where he would have been? I think it is. So I guess he has moved on somewhere. Although it's not more than a few hundred meters away to check the other island in this direction, so... I feel like they wouldn't put two islands in a row like that with Sites of Grace on, so that must have been Patches Island, this must just be another island. But we'll have a quick peek. Okay, this is an island full of Albinaurics, that's fine. And the Dexterity Not Crystal Tear. Seems to keep finding those on characters that just don't need that particular one. No sign of them just yet, but no sign of any NPCs on the map, so I guess we've not even spoken to Tannis. Lovely, so we'd never been here before, so we need to open some doors, talk to some folks. Reason I wanted to speak to old Patches was to get myself Margit's Shackle. I have a use planned for it. But we could also just pop into the Leyndell sewers and get Mohg's Shackle, that would do the job. So what's going to be quicker, getting the Shackle from the Leyndell sewers, or killing old Istvan, and therefore getting Patches to show up here? Oh no, there he is, good lad. Hello yous. 5k, alright. How would the Slicer get on against this lad? Pretty good. Yeah, he stamps on us every now and again. But that's probably fine. Well, but now his mates are involved. That's less fine. What is that ruckus in the kitchen? Who's being a little shit? Oh, good grief. Didn't realise that troll had madness until it was far too late. Hands up anyone who saw that coming. I wonder if this guy respawns then. He's a maddened troll. Now, can we reach him from here with the old gavel? No, it's a close range thing, is the gavel. But it's fun. That was fun. What's that noise? It's one of the... There we go. I was wondering where you buggers were. And yeah, that's the runes we needed. Enough palaver. Right, so we've got Margit Shackle. Next stop is the capital. And we now need to make our way to the grave that's just outside. Because we're going to be doing the Golden Order ending on Old Trace. And so we need an appropriate suit of armour to do so. So, shall we make our way down via the Spirit Spring? That seems wise. Because Trace's suit of armour is in there. There's also a couple of Crucible Knights, so we're not going to clear the whole dang thing. Now, which bear's after me there? Just a regular one. Fair enough. Now, I wonder if we can show off the trick. Because I wonder if this is sufficiently angled for it to work. If we park up just behind this thing, in a crouch, and then quit the game and reload. Now, let's see what happens when we stand up. No, this one might not be angled sufficiently. But if they are, the standing up animation can actually just break those. To save you having to lure over a room bear to do your dirty work. Now, what might be a better talisman for us? Because we don't need the Arsenal Charm to stay at medium load. Filigree Crest allows us to go ham with our jumping scythe attack when we're in boss fights and whatnot. Could be fun. What's our summon up to? Page 7. Pretty cool, pretty strong. Got Mimic Tear that we've not leveled up very much at all. We should probably level up Mimic Tear. Well, ease up some of our runes. Do we need Mimic Tear leveled up desperately? Maybe not. Right, so we're in the Deep Root Depths. And that is in fact... So the Great Waterfall Crest, Deep Root Depths, Nameless Eternal City, across the roots, Prince of Death's Throne. Ah, so we've already beaten Fear's champions. Good. Good news. Hello, Fear.
Ah, there you are. I knew you would come. What is it you intend? To deny us?
No, we just want hugs.
You are an odd one. I am the guardian of those who live in death. They call me a foul and rotten witch, yet you still wish to be held by me?
Come on, babes. Give us a squeeze. Hey.
Have you ever seen...
So we've got to go find another Hallowbrand for her. Now, if I remember rightly, that involves doing a bit more of Ranni's quest. So we should probably get on with that. But let's just check we haven't already. And let's also just eat this Balderkin's Blessing before I forget. So we don't appear to have the... Oh, I've got the Finger Slayer Blade, yeah, good. So Ranni will want that. That might mean it's too late for us to do anything with regards to Salivus. But we should probably pop down and check anyway. No, he's still alive. We'll take your roofie potion.
Nepheli and I expect.
And we will not give it to Nepheli. We've got stinkier fish to fry. Fish to fry. Words. Now, have we also checked in with this creepy bedroom? Yep, looks so we have. What are you doing up here? So now we want Dung Eater, I guess. Now, what if we just jump over nice and early on this side? Does that stop us getting into trouble? Although, actually that puts us into trouble, doesn't it? Yeah, I've jumped too early there. Hup. And hup. God! What a jump. Stunt Cat Yuki. Oh yeah. Now, it's been at least a few days since I've been down in these sewers, IRL, so probably going to get lost, or at least die to rats a couple of times. That rat had a rune arc. That's nice. Could make use of that if we weren't completely ignoring the rune arc system. Now, omens are not our friends. Oops. Rats, also not our friends. Scythes, on the other hand, friends. Now, what if we just jump attack this box? Then we trade with the rat. Unacceptable. Of course, they don't like fire, do they? That will be our advantage in this scrap. We should probably still bob through here first. Yeah, leave your jail, poop friend. Oh, you scamp. Now, hand friend. May as well have a flask first. Oh. Ouch. There we go. Oh, you're already dead. Wow. I was expecting that to be at least a little bit tougher than it was. That's fine, we can live with that. So, now do we have to go back and speak to Poop Friend at the hold? Oh, maybe we don't. Maybe we just have to go to the moat. Although whilst we're here, we may as well poke his message. There we go. But yeah, as far as I've gathered from this quest, Poop Friend thinks that we've been defiled with its curse when we have in fact just scooped it up off somebody else. He seems to think it's in our bumhole. That's why he's going on about the curse and defiling us and all that. But I'm not entirely sure on that one. I'm not an expert on bumhole curses. Now, friend Boggart's down here. We could probably do him a solid by just killing him right now, you know. Let's stop him getting cursed.
Not scared, are you? Damn it! I'll rip you to shreds. God damn it.
It's for your own good.
Why ain't it me? Why ain't it ever?
It was about to be you, my friend. We've just saved you from that. Now, is that gonna cause difficulties though with regards to getting defiled by Dung Eater? I assume he's still gonna show up. I wonder if a quick load and reload will cause Poop Friend to show up. Ah, well you cursed anyway, my friend. Oh well. We tried. Now, what have you got for us, old poop boy?
And defile your corpse. This pass will truly be.
Well, it's not going well for old poop friend there. So yeah, looks as though Boggart gets cursed either way. Although now he's wearing some sort of fancy... Although is that someone else maybe? It might just be a general aristocrat in the area who's there instead of Boggart because he's dead. Lovely, so he wants us to curse his ring. We can do that. But we're not going to. We've got a different curse in mind for old Poop Boy. What's this over here? Smithing 6. Have I just missed that with everyone up till now? Now then, my poopy man.
A curse. Along with it, Jill.
Yeah, we got a curse for you, my friend.
No. I am the Dog Eater. I am.
Excellent. Let's put an end to his shenanigans. Back to Rowney. And back to the old dolly botherer. Now, let's talk about your chambers, friend. Now, let's get ourselves a jarhead. Because why not? And now, I think if we buy a sorcery off him, that might allow us to do his next quest. I can't use any of the buggers. Maybe you have to buy them all, though. Although we've done what we came for. We're not actually going to do his next quest anyway, because it's, hey, why don't we betray Rowney? And it's like, no thanks, I'd rather not.